in the lobby, so we will be getting back right away. I think we'll take a quick 2-second break just to catch our breaths and get some water while the lobby finishes setting up. So stick around. We will be right back. Pretty much literally right back.
All right, and we're back for game number 2 of Grand Finals between Negative Space and the Blenders. Both teams just waiting in Team Builder, I guess.
Yeah,
right? Is that what it's called?
In the custom lobby.
Yeah, lobby. That's right. Jeez.
Team Builder was something completely different.
Totally different.
That's where the background that I got is from.
Yeah.
But yeah, both teams just about ready to go here. Obviously, Blender's taking that one in a very close back and forth.
Yeah, constant back and forth. Yeah, every fight seemed like a lead switch.
Yep. Blender's did. I got it this time. Yep. I remembered this time.
And here we are in Champ Select for game number 2.
Here we go.
Is there going to be any specific characters banned away, do you think?
From the last game?
Yeah.
I don't think any character really overtook the game.
No, I was going to say, no character stood out.
The two biggest carries for both the teams were the Xayah and the Twitch. The problem is there's so many other 80 carries that you can kind of plug into that spot, and they'll do just as well
exactly,
right now.
Yeah.
Right? So Maybe we'll see a Camille ban.
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't
doubt
think
it.
that was as big of a problem as would
Would
require a ban. Also, the team's not changing sides here.
Nope.
Important to note. So, negative space with first
all the
pick
bans are pretty
and
much the same.
Blenders with the
Actually, I think
last
the bans
pick.
are almost exactly the same as last game.
Yeah, I think they are identical. I
Yeah,
know
they
the Jace, Fiora, Galio was
Yeah,
the
and
bans for negative space.
Sejuani, Elise, and Janna.
And first pick the Jarvan this time, though. So negative space, taking that one way.
Yep.
And they're saying, we want this Jarvan. We can do some pretty nasty things with it.
Mm-hmm.
We saw it earlier on in the tournament in one of the previous games that we casted for negative space. Coming out level 2 with a top lane gank. Like hit the red buff, went top.
Yeah, exactly. Oriana sticking with that. Worked well for them last time.
Yeah,
Let's see
some
why they
good
wouldn't.
shockwaves kept the team.
A lot of damage
Going really
with,
well.
with command dissonance.
And the
Lulu.
Lulu taken away
Another takeaway.
from negative space this time. Lulu, one of the best AD carries, or best supports for an AD carry right now. Twitch going the way of
Hunson
negative
played
space
it, or
again.
Hunson played it last time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, going the way of negative space again, as I said. And played it really well, too.
He did a good job.
Hosan was able to get off some really great flanks, just
walk up,
be able
with
to
stealth,
open
and
up
then spray and
free
pray.
fire with spray and pray.
He got a lot of good starts but he never got any really good. He never really finished it. He got a lot of good.
He did finish a couple fights really
but
strong.
a lot
because,
of them,
the mid game, they did win 3 or 4 fights back to back, and a lot of that was off the Twitch and
Yeah.
the spray and pray.
but like a lot of the times that he tried to initiate, like he got a lot of good cleanups, but he never really, after he initiated, he didn't get anything
Well,
great.
That's how Twitch works, really. Unless you get stupidly far ahead, which between these two teams, I don't see that happening.
No, probably not. And they go with Camille again for Chasing Summer.
So definitely a good pick for Chasing Summer. Did a really good job in the top lane, just punishing the Maokai pick.
Soraka ban.
And Soraka ban. That's been one of Blender's main bans for the entire tournament. So
No one wants that.
no one wants the
That-
ambulance
And that
coming out.
full map heal.
Yeah, Tristana being banned away
Again.
as well.
Shen, I believe, also
Shen.
another.
Might see
same
the
ban.
Xayah ban here.
Well, they banned Rakan last time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
it
now-
depends on if they want to take away the safe AD carry of Xayah for Canadian,
Yeah.
or if they want to have something. They
Kog'Maw.
actually ban away the Kog'Maw. So I fully expect the Xayah to go here,
I could see that. Yeah.
and then saving the jungle pick for last, maybe.
Yep. Looks like it. Well, no, they could pick.
It really could go either way. They could pick the jungle.
They already
right
know.
now.
They already know which AD carry they're going against.
Yeah, and in theory, we know what jungle they're going against too. And
Jinx.
actually, we see the Jinx.
All right, fair enough.
I like it. It's a really strong hyper carry.
Yep.
Maybe felt that the Xayah didn't quite have as much damage that they wanted in the
Maybe
team
they
fights.
want. Maybe they want more, full map control.
Yeah, and I
with,
think
like Jinx's
I
ult.
think they feel a bit safer as well with the Lulu being there to back up the Jinx compared to when they had the Alistar. Maybe they wanted Xayah to have that "oh no" button with the ultimate. And
That's right. Gragas was one of the bans last time.
yeah,
Which is he coming
but
through this?
Gragas
time.
comes
Oh,
out here.
please.
It's not going to be. It's not going
I
to
don't
be.
think I've ever seen a Fiddlesticks in a tournament match.
Yeah, we'll see the Thresh coming out, and that should be the pickup here.
Yeah, likely to be Thresh. Thresh is good with
Yeah.
Twitch.
And Thresh coming out.
Ornn.
We've seen the Thresh Twitch a couple times before, and could be the Ornn. Ornn's not banned, right? Right, Tim? No. So
He's terrible.
yeah, probably not the
All right, fair
Ornn.
enough. Oh, Ezreal.
Oh, so we're seeing it. We're seeing the
Jungle-
Korean special.
Jungle Ezreal.
The Jungle Ezreal.
Ooh. That's
Here,
kinda-
there it is.
not bad. All right, interesting. That is a incredibly squishy team.
Yeah.
There's 2 shields, and that's about it. I guess there's 3 because Camille has her own shield. But
Yeah,
like, there's
and Camille's a
Lulu,
bit bruiser.
there's Lulu shield and alt. There's Orianna shield, but otherwise, there's no real tank compared to Jarvan Gragas. Jungle Jarvan, top lane Gragas. So I guess he didn't like Maokai against Camille, so he wants to try Gragas this time.
Yeah, the Gragas matchup could be a bit better because Gragas does have a bit more damage than the Maokai does.
I'm gonna go eat dinner after this.
Okay.
Yeah,
And,
Gragas. And yeah, otherwise. Oh wait. Oh, never mind. I was like mid lane Jinx, but no, they're just
No, it's out of order.
out of order. Yeah.
It's Celesteria
So Listeria is
on
80 carry.
Jinx. I accidentally said Canadian earlier, and I was wrong.
You were. Yeah, we'll see how the lack of a real tank works for that team. Because
Yeah, it's definitely going to put their
they have to get ahead
team
early.
play together.
They have to get ahead early and win early.
They're going to have to play really well together as a team. They do have the ability to pull this kind of squishy comp off with the shielding from Lulu Orianna, along with the bit of bruiser that you get out of Camille. It's just a matter of playing the fights correctly, making sure you time your abilities correctly, putting the right shields on the right people, all that kind of jazz.
Exactly. Yeah, making sure Jinx and Ezreal, get the proper and Orianna get the proper shields. But I don't know.
Yeah, I actually honestly don't know much about the Korean Ezreal. I've heard about it, but I haven't had the time to look it up myself. So this is going to be really interesting to see how this jungle Ezreal works out.
Yeah, I don't know how it's like. I feel like this is a very risky all or nothing team that can easily be dismantled. So,
but in all fairness, for
the
Blenders, they have the ability to try out this kind of composition right now.
That's true. They have
because they're a game up.
And they're in winner's side,
Yeah,
so
and they're
worst
on
case
winner's
scenario, if they do lose 2, they have another 3 games to potentially, or another 2 games to potentially.
And even then, if they lose this one, okay, we go back to just the straightforward comp that we had last game.
Yeah.
We roll this game over, and
Yeah, exactly. I just think they didn't have decisive enough as a well, maybe that's why they want to try something different. They didn't have decisive enough of a victory, so they want to try something different. I was gonna say, yeah, no, okay, that's totally fair then.
yeah, and who knows how prepared Negative Space is for the Korean Ezreal,
For a very
for
aggressive
jungle
team.
Ezreal.
Yeah, for an early game. You hopefully get rolling before any of the tank stats come out. Like any of the big tank stats come out of the other teams, like Jarvan and Gragas, even Thresh.
But that being said, even with the tankiness that they'll have, the sheer amount of damage that they can pump out on the Blenders side, it doesn't matter how tanky you are. Once those carries get to a certain point, they're going to shred you no matter how tanky.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's very true. But if you can kind of shut them down early, but not let them get Hugh started, and you're able to get a good enough lead on them, then it's like, well, having no tank, having a good front line for your team compared to having no front line really.
But that's also where kind of I like this composition coming out of the Blenders, because we were talking about it a lot last game, that the Blenders, despite being down in kills, despite being down in towers at points, they had the 30-40 CS leads. They
That's
had
true, yeah.
gold leads.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So exactly. So that's why a combo like this could potentially work.
Yeah.
But again, if they're not able to get that
going in
lead,
for the early invade here.
Spawn.
Getting ward down onto red. Not much else.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see if they can snowball like this. Don't remember if the jungler was a huge impact in the last game. I don't think so.
Jarvan? Busty Senpai was running Jarvan last game, so...
He didn't do too. It wasn't too much.
I mean, it wasn't like it was a bad thing.
Yeah, no, but he wasn't too much of a... I'm just wondering if, like, how important it is that they changed to a less tanky jungler. But I don't think it'll make any difference, honestly. He didn't do too much in the early game to warrant it. Or to make it like, oh, he's gonna fall apart without a real, like a tank jungler.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think Busty Senpai has the ability to run this Ezreal fairly well in the jungle. I don't think carry jungler would hurt him at all.
No, I don't. I feel like it won't make it too much of a difference. I mean, they'll miss. They have a very also like map control comp 2 with the two full map alts. Like the Ezreal alt and the Jinx alt can control the map or get last hits that they might need.
Yeah, and that's the other dangerous thing is you start getting a little bit low in your lane.
Yeah, and
suddenly Ezreal alt out of nowhere alongside a Jinx alt coming up.
Exactly. But then at the same time, you don't have the Cataclysm anymore.
Yeah, you're getting put in the Thunderdome, and that's a big worry for Celestery in this game.
Oh yeah, because she's got no escape
being
options.
on the Jinx, as soon as that flash is blown, the Thunderdome is a scary thing.
Cataclysm becomes huge, and that's a big problem with Jinx. Is like she's got no real mobility options unless she gets a kill or an assist. Oh, it's a kill or a tower, right? So unless she gets a kill or a tower, she's got no real mobility.
Assist as well.
Yeah. So she got no real mobility, so she gets picked out.
But if she does get that early reset in a fight, she can go off, because I believe it also does have some attack speed boosters.
Yeah,
as well.
it does. Yeah.
So it'll really be about who gets the first kill in a fight, and that'll absolutely snowball.
Well, yeah, if Jinx gets the first kill, she's going to go through and tear around, like be a terror for the rest of the fight. If she gets blown up first, I mean,
you can't do much from a gray screen.
There's not a huge amount of damage that they can put out as consistently as Jinx with a minigun and Excited. An Excited Jinx with a minigun.
Busty Senpai waiting in the wings for the counter gank.
Oh, that's a lot of damage he's putting out on Kitten.
Yep. Actually,
all right.
Trading pretty
Turning back.
evenly.
Yeah, bust his flash on Kitten. That
And
could be a dead Idaho. Oh, the
Thunderlords
Thunderlords.
proc.
And how did Ezreal get the
jump
kill?
flash forward. Busty Senpai, barely living, goes down.
How did Ezreal get that kill? On
It was a flash Q.
No, but the Thunderlords procced on Corki.
Oh,
but it said Ezreal got the kill.
To 1 health and then red buff.
Oh,
or
yeah,
something.
that's probably it. Yeah, good call.
Just happened that the Thunderlords.
Oh, I know how. Yeah, I know how he killed. I know how he killed Jarvan. I wasn't sure how he killed Corki. This said he got the kill on Corki, right?
I thought. Yeah, Orianna doesn't have a kill, so.
Yep. So yeah, it must have been the last take a red buff.
Yeah, and as we've been talking, like normally a lot of junglers you don't want to get the kills early.
Oh,
I think
nice.
in Ezreal jungle, getting 2 kills early on, that's pretty dangerous.
That was a good engage by Thresh and Twitch because they just busted Jinx flash. So now for the next 5 minutes,
you trade the support flash for the AD carry. That's usually a great thing.
Here comes Jarvan.
Yeah, unfortunately,
through the lantern, but
nothing
nothing
available there. But both the flashes burned down in the bot lane now.
Yeah, now for the next 5 minutes, Jinx is kind of like ripe for the taking because she's got no real evade options. So again, if she can't flash a hook anymore, like she had to do last time, she had to flash a hook. So she gets hooked, she gets flayed, she gets Jarvan knocked up. She could easily get torn apart. But yeah, that was good. That was a good show for the early game difference between Ezreal and Jarvan in that mid lane fight.
Yeah.
Ezreal is going to have the early game damage because that's his character, whereas
Jarvan does have early game damage,
but he's
not as much sustained.
not as focused.
And there's the
There we
shockwave
go,
from
shockwave.
Oriana, catching on to Kitten there. Busty Senpai not able to follow up with enough Qs.
Idaho taking a lot of damage and not really putting out much to dissuade them. I guess he
was a
slowed
body in
them
the
down,
way, which was a good thing.
Yeah, he slowed them down, but he didn't. I guess he did what he had to do.
Yeah.
By slowing them.
That wasn't him trying to get a kill. That was making sure Kitten lived through this one.
He didn't drop them enough to truly dissuade them. Like they could have easily kept chasing.
I think it was more just having that body in the way.
Oh.
So
That's 4 people up. The
chance.
ult on ult for both
by
characters.
Gragas actually letting him out of the Camille ulti, but it won't be enough to get away.
No, because he knocked.
He knocked Camille out
Camille
of her
towards
ulti,
him.
which,
And
most importantly, out of the ulti, but which takes down her ulti, which lets him get out.
Yeah, that's
So,
fair. But
Like,
then
even though it wasn't ideal with him knocking the Camille towards him, it did knock her out of the ulti and give him at least
a chance to run away.
survive.
Yeah,
But
That's fair.
also smart not burning the flash, knowing that
he was dead one
he
way or
was
another.
caught.
Yeah, the 3v1 when he was a lot low on health already.
Yeah.
But this is also some more.
Oh, and hook
there's
onto
the hook.
Jinx.
I don't
Be a
think
lot of damage.
she'll
The tower
die.
dive coming
Yeah.
in, the
Oh, that
slowdown
was
might be enough to
probably not a
take the
great.
Thresh
There's
out.
a heal.
Yeah. This teleport coming in, make sure the Thresh stays
That
alive.
was not a goal. A 4-person dive.
4-man dive.
Going-
Jarvan chasing down the Jinx. I don't know whether she's going
And
to live or not.
so-
Canadian actually trading back a kill
Kills.
onto
Oh, they did get the kill on Jinx. So I guess it was worth it. We lost the
the
support
Hero
for.
being the second kill.
Yeah. Okay. We got 2 kills for 1.
Yeah, not ideal though. That
was-
should have been 2 for 0.
That kind of wasn't the most clean like fight. There was a lot of
Yeah,
I don't know weird
Jason Summer
weird
putting a lot of damage down onto the top tower too. Actually, here.
yeah, there's a lot of weird decision made in that fight, but I mean it worked out in the end.
Actually, might be able to get that top tower for the first turret gold here. Decides to back out. Doesn't know where Idaho was.
Yeah,
Needs to look at a map and figure that one out.
Well, we couldn't see because it was in the fog of war.
It was more of a joke on the name. Idaho. Look at a map.
Oh, nice hook when she's in the Cataclysm. Has to flash out.
Yeah,
Oh,
good
and the
shockwave keeps them
shockwave brings them
safe.
both. Jinx ult.
But yeah, Kitten able
Didn't
to
really
get
do
it with the
anything.
flag. Jinx ult doing nothing because it hit the full health watery there.
Oh, and Corki coming in and then immediately leaving. All right.
Just there for dissuasion again.
Yeah, just threw out the package Valkyrie and then immediately Valkyried away. But it was a good pickup. They got the Oriana. They busted some flashes. I think just hers. And all in all, it was a nice pick in their enemy jungle. But again, we're also seeing that huge disparity of. Oh, actually, no. The only top lane's really winning in CS.
Yeah, Jinx, unfortunately, hasn't really had the best time in lane so far, so not able to get that dominance in CS that we saw later on.
That's kind of the problem. Oh, has to bust their flash.
Yeah, good flash away.
That's the kind of the problem because with Jinx, honestly, since
and now Twitch
flashes
flashing
the traps.
Yeah, not quite as fancy as that Blightcaller flash last game, but
No, but that's the problem with Jinx when Canadian really just roams most of the game. Jinx has issues. Yeah,
And there's the
so there you
flash
go.
forward, no flash
and
available.
hook. There you go. See, Jinx is such an immobile champion that it's hard to fight against 2 characters.
Yeah.
Especially when they're willing. When it's like a Thresh, someone that has such good CC options.
yeah, but a good play across the map Busty Senpai and Chasing Summer managing to pick up the first tower before Hoson and Watsuri Zelvarak
That might have
able to do it.
Yeah, that might have been why Chasing Summer left it before. All right, and they're gonna the teleport. Do that. Save that other tower at least.
Well, I
Now-
mean, if
yeah.
they did it back then and did it now, it wouldn't change the fact that they got the first tower gold. So
Yeah, no, I just think that they might have. They might have been keeping it.
before they
They might not
off
have.
just to be safe, I think, because Idaho was coming up into that lane,
Yeah.
and there was still a little bit of health left that would have made it hard to finish that off before Idaho got there.
Yeah, they might have. I think Chasing Summer was purposely not finishing that tower at that point. I think they were just holding on to it, like making sure it's really low, so that if they need
They
to,
can come back and
so they can
finish
come
it
back
really
to do
quick.
it. Because there was a lot of like no map presence. They didn't want to risk
Yeah.
anything. And it's like it's low enough. We'll come back and clean it up anytime later. All right, so
Now-
that's
Yeah, Zelvarak showing his way in mid lane there.
and it's another down one kill. It's up in gold by 1.2, 1.1, 1.2k.
Yeah, and Chasing Summer, Spud and Kitten backing there. So, not going to get caught out just yet. Sorry, I suddenly got the hiccups. Busty Senpai and the bot lane of the Blenders now just
We still
going
have to-
around clearing out some wards here.
We still have to see like an actual full-on team fight, because that's where the difference in team comps is gonna kind of really show. I don't think we've actually seen like a full 5-on-5 team fight, have we?
Not really.
The Blender just won game one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen a full one. Like, it'll be interesting to see if they properly do it, like they do it properly, where they have the Gregas driving front line and everyone else sitting back and shooting. There's potential.
Oh, and the Ezreal ulti
Doesn't do anything.
checking
It
out
spots
the
up. Oh,
Baron, or
nice
Dragon.
dodge on the Jinx ult.
Yeah, that could have been a thing. Oriana getting hooked in. Zelvarak getting a little bit of
Here comes
punishment
the
for
poke.
that.
Yep.
Busty Senpai
Oh,
running in, gets
Ezreal-
caught in
oh.
the Thunderdome.
Nice spacing. So when Ezreal does his E, he just moves to the other side of the Thunderdome, didn't get out. So
I think that was actually a flash that he tried to get out with, and he
Oh, yeah,
got
it was.
interrupted while he was flashing, and it just messed him up completely.
yeah, you're right. It was
So-
flash.
Because he
But,
had E'd in to get some
Right.
damage on, and then just got immediately put in the Thunderdome.
So 2 kills, but Chasing Summer is able to get another tower. Which is the way this game seems to keep like, these games seem to keep going. Like Chasing Summer is just going to split push. They may lose fights, but they're going to get objectives.
Yeah, which at the end of the day, I said it yesterday, it doesn't matter how many kills you get at the end of the game.
Yeah.
It matters how many towers and nexuses you get.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
Alright.
yeah, no, Chasing Summer doing a good job getting that split push down and really being a shining light for this team when they're having some issues in these team fights. Like, you asked like, what would a full 5v5 look? We saw pretty close to how it can look with Watery coming in on the backside after Busty Senpai goes a bit too far forward, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Watery's
so yeah.
already behind the rest of the team, and they're ready to clean them up.
So yeah, so it's exactly this is not a very good defense, like a tank. This team doesn't have a lot of great defensive options, so they just get blown up.
There we go, Canadian getting chunked early, and
There goes-
Philistry going,
Oriana.
starting to go
But,
off here.
yeah,
Jason
Camille,
Summer getting the
there you
kill.
go.
Jinx
So
passive going through.
and that's what I was kind of like looking for. They need to dictate the fight. Like they got engaged on, but they were all able to back away and then re-engage the fight. So they don't have a really good tanky team. But if negative space overextends, then the Blenders just back off,
Yeah.
give it a second, then re-engage, and then they just blow everyone up.
Turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, and now you got Jinx, Ezreal you're going to go through towers too. If you get even just
Oh, yeah.
a couple kills, couple pickoffs,
Yeah, exactly.
you're going to be able to shred through objectives.
Yeah, so so that was a really good example of them playing a fight right, and they dove through 2 towers to get that fight started.
I like that. I like that the directed camera is highlighting Busty Senpai's fight against the Raptors, because I feel like that's the hardest fight for as Jungle Ezreal is the fight against the Raptor camp.
Yeah, no, that was that was probably not the smartest engage for negative space. Diving 2 towers. They got a kill on Orianna, but the rest of the team was able to back off. And then Camille came in. The rest of the team engaged. Were able to blow up 2 members. Or more than that.
And now,
Rift Herald.
Rift Herald being started up by Blenders. And full 5-man here should be able to take this fairly easily, but Green Pick getting hooked in, but the Lulu ulti keeping him safe. And that should be Rift Herald going down.
I don't think negative space. Yeah. Too much they can do right now.
Did they pick up the
Yep.
Rift? Okay.
Camille got it.
Camille did pick it up.
Yep.
I saw the pink ward sitting like right where Rift Herald's buff is supposed to spawn. I'm like, did they just leave the pit without the buff?
No. Mine was, my camera was watching it.
Yeah.
So yeah, now, again, down in kills, but still up in everything else. Up in objectives, up in CS, up in gold. I mean, Mountain Drake to Rift Herald. Really, right now. 3 towers to 1.
Yeah, and the important thing, that Rift Herald is on Camille, the split pusher.
Oh yeah, so it's even grosser.
Yeah.
She can take damage. She can take towers like it's nobody's business now.
Yeah, I don't think she'll drop it here.
No, probably not.
I could be wrong, but it would be probably a bad move. Want to use that enhanced recall that you get from the Rift Herald buff. Yeah, she had a feeling that something was coming up and runs away quite rightly.
Didn't see anyone on the map. Was overextended.
Yeah, Ezreal getting some wards taken out in the top lane there. Meanwhile, the pressure going on the mid lane.
Just misses that hook.
Yeah, Canadian.
That wouldn't have been much aside from annoying.
Yeah, but still, it's nice to know that you're dodging hooks.
Yeah,
it makes
exactly.
you feel good.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even think he intentionally dodged. I think he was just looking and backed away. But yeah, exactly. So yeah, I don't know what. Like, negative space just has to get a good fight, honestly, that they can dictate. Take out Ezreal or Jinx. I don't think they need to really focus on Orianna. Like, she does a lot of damage, but I don't think she should be one of the priorities.
Yeah,
Compared to Ezreal
Windrake
Jinx.
spawning and
They started,
Almost
but
started,
oh
no.
no, because Camille dropped the Rift Herald. So that'll
they're
be
going
another
to make
tower.
Sure that goes down.
And then they're gonna go for a dragon, unless they just decide to
They
keep
might
going.
try to push in and get as much damage onto that tower with
you're
the
right.
Rift Herald as possible here. Only 3 members available.
Which is-
Jarvan on his way down.
Twitch is split pushing top lane. He's gonna have to back now.
Rift Herald will collide with the tower, do a little bit of damage.
Oh,
Camille locking
goes
up
in.
the Corki before he can get away, but
Camille
Jason
gets blown
Summer-
up.
Yeah, locked in the Thunderdome on top of the package.
There's Ezreal's ult down. Oh, and
Yeah, flash forward by
back in.
Ezreal in a lot of trouble off Shockwave.
Oh, they missed Shockwave.
Yeah, Shockwave missed because unfortunately Wassery died before that happened, but Kosan
Now
going
they're
off.
picking back up. Yeah,
Blue team double
Kosan
kill.
got
kill
2
there
kills before going down.
Orianna barely surviving here. The Lulu shield will keep her alive.
Yeah.
And
Here comes Thresh.
for a minute, Thresh.
Jarvan goes down. Dash can't really do anything.
Thresh
They
has
lost
to
the
run
tower
away
though.
from this one. He might be in a bit
Oh,
of
the Corki
trouble.
teleport.
Oh, the
Oh, nice
flash
flash.
actually keeps him alive, and Corki
And that'll
will
be
get
2
the kill.
kills.
Yep,
Blue
both of them
team
picked
double
up.
kill.
So that is an unofficial ace, but 2 towers taken down.
That was a-
and 4 kills going back because Corki exploded at the start of that fight.
Yeah, Corki went down real
So-
quick.
4 kills for 5, but 2 towers. I'd say you take that trade.
The 2 towers for the ace, the 5 kills, the 5 deaths.
Yeah. Well, you'd also trade 4 kills back,
That's
right?
true. Yep. No. Exactly.
It's only one person actually survived that fight.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know if that was a great idea for Jarvan to go back in. He kind of got blown up instantly, and Thresh didn't get anything off it. I guess
Yeah,
he kept them around.
He thought he might have the damage, but the Lulu shield just a little bit too strong.
Yep. And was able to blow up. He got blown up instantly on his way through.
Yeah.
Wow. On his way to the flag.
So now Hook out from Thresh, not going to find a target.
This tower's really low. Let's see if they can finish it off. Nope. Let's get pushed away. And that's Windrake. Cloud Drake.
Drake picked up by Camille, so that's split pushing dragons now too.
Yeah. Pretty much, right?
Yeah, it's like I got no side lane turrets outside of the base, so I guess I got to do the side objectives.
Yeah.
Next we know, Camille will split push solo Baron.
That'd be concerning if she had that power. I think the game would be
Little bit.
over.
Yeah. But Baron vision being cleared up by Ezreal right now, taking away the pink ward, chasing Summer, jumping onto Watch right here.
Lulu
Does have
getting-
backup with Hosan, but
Has to pop her ult,
yeah.
but Corki almost went down. And now the 2v1 against Camille.
Yeah, she's getting out of there. Might
Almost
be able
takes
to get
down.
out alive.
Yep,
Yeah,
it's gonna get
Ruby.
out. Almost takes down Gragas in the fight.
Yeah. Unfortunately, no flash for Gragas. He could have, if he had it up, there could have been a flash body slam that would allow Twitch to catch up and get that kill onto Chasing Summer. But lucky for Chasing Summer, that doesn't happen. And we actually see a more damage-focused build coming out of Camille as well here.
Yeah, the
With
Triforce and the Hydra.
Yeah, Titanic Hydra
Oh.
not being the choice here, and instead just going for the Ravenous.
Corki's teleport
Yeah, Corki
to
teleporting.
dissuade her.
Or no, that was Gragas.
Oh,
Gragas'
yep, yep.
teleport. And Hosan was chasing after, but then as soon as the teleport gets canceled, he's like, okay, yeah, no, I'm not going to 1v1 here.
I can't do this.
Yeah.
Then just going back to Camille.
But,
just
yeah,
split
Camille
pushing.
might need to get out right away. There
there's
are
a 4v1,
4
yeah.
members down on the bottom lane here. Going
Gets
to run
caught.
right into Gragas.
Oh, she
and
moves through.
The hook not
There we
landing.
go.
There it is. Couldn't see it for a while, but
And
we'll
that's it.
be able to live for too long.
So that might. I don't know what they can do now though without Camille. Like Camille's strong, but she's not really necessary for their fights.
No, they've been doing a good job fighting without
Like,
her.
she's just been
Doing
split
the-
pushing.
Yeah, they're doing the 4v5 with Camille off in the side lane. But the really big problem from that was, well, there was 4 or 5 members committed down into the bot killing Camille. Nothing else happened on the map. They gained a little bit of Baron vision, but that's about it. So
Twitch pops his ult, but
it's
just kind of keeps them off while they poke down. Down that last
that's
bit of
kind
tower.
of one of those scenarios where you see everyone on the bottom side of the map moving towards your Camille. You jump on that Baron right away, right?
Oh, and here comes the teleport for Camille. I'm gonna try and catch that fight.
Start a fight here. Busty Senpai having to run away at half health already. Chasing Summer, no ulti available, but doesn't need it just yet. Double kill for Oriana now.
3 kills.
Yeah. Busty Senpai
Oh,
taking
yeah.
the kill onto Corki, and we might see the Baron now. Chasing Summer jumping.
Oh, no, just going
long after
in.
the Twitch there.
Oh,
Barely
almost.
gets out alive.
Yeah, it was a nice
The
little.
Jinx rocket, just not enough damage.
Oh,
Flash
she
away
goes
from
tries to
the
go back in with the.
dive in, yeah. The hook shots. And there is a minion wave coming up, so this
That'll
could be
be
the
inhibitor tower.
inhibitor.
Probably inhibitor
going
too.
down. Ezreal keeping his stacks up by shooting the W through his team. Get that attack
Yeah.
speed
Oh
going.
yeah. There we go. It's gone. That'll be gone too, real quick.
Yeah. Not much for the team to do about that one.
Yeah.
Camille dashing away from the hook yet again. And that's the bottom inhibitor. Probably the worst one for any team to have go down, because that's the lane furthest away from Baron. So
Yeah. So yeah, now they can easily take Baron while they're too busy trying to defend against the super
and,
minions.
and it's especially bad when you're facing such a strong split push in Chasing Summer's Camille right now, because Camille can just sit down in that bottom lane, lane and just guide super
and not
minions
just
in.
and not just that. Now at this point in the game, with Jinx has been doing well. Ezreal's been doing well. That's 2 more split pushers potentially.
Yeah.
Because Jinx especially does a lot of damage really quickly.
Yeah, Jinx will never be a split pusher just because, as you were talking about earlier, she isn't safe when she's roamed away from the team. But this Baron
a tower
can
taker.
go down really fast.
Oh yeah. Lulu's just staying on the outside, just giving shields when needed.
Ezreal and Camille. Yeah, Orianna even doing a lot of damage.
And then Camille immediately goes in on Jarvan.
Jarvan. He can't get out of there. Welcome to my Thunderdome.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Corki drops
knocking Camille out of the
a lot of damage. But Camille's still just
going off.
tearing through people.
Yeah.
All right.
Thresh trying to hook away to safety.
That was
not finding
That was
anything.
almost a really strong turnaround with that Gragas barrel.
Yeah, but there we go. There's the ace on the Baron.
And that'll
Minions
be
flowing in. That could be the end of the game. We've got 20 seconds on the closest member to being alive and a lot of tower damage.
Yep.
Along with this Baron buff. So this could
Baron,
be
super minions. Yeah, that'll potentially
we
be
could
it.
see a very quick 2-0, both ending in a similar fashion with just an explosive fight at the Baron.
Yep.
And that will be the game.
GG's.
Negative Space, unfortunately coming up a little bit short. Made it back all the way through losers bracket. They were in there from basically the start. But the Blenders, Canadians team, they've been around. They've won several. They win it here again, and really strong fashion and really fun fashion with a Korean jungle Ezreal coming out at the end.
Yeah, definitely. The jungle is like I wasn't sure about that team comp. I had no faith in it, honestly, because it was a very squishy team comp.
Yeah, and there were moments that we saw where that played into Negative Space's hands perfectly, right? We saw that fight around the Dragon Pit where Busty Senpai jumps a little bit too far forward. Oh wait, I used up my escape already. Now I'm in the Thunderdome. Now I'm exploded.
Yeah.
Right. But overall, like, unfortunately, just no answer for Chasing Summer in the top lane.
Yeah, Chasing Summer, because he didn't do much. Like, that last team fight, he did a lot, but for the most part, he was just split pushing. He didn't he didn't have to do anything. The rest of the team was fine on their own. They could maybe lose a couple members. They maybe lost a fight, but Chasing Summer would get a tower, get 2 towers.
Yeah, for Twitch chat, in case you wanted to see the damage to champions graph,
Where's that
jungle Ezreal coming out with a lot of damage.
The most damage?
Most damage in the game. Jinx actually very far behind Camille and Ezreal there.
Yeah, Jinx almost...
Orianna doing basic Orianna things. She's usually pretty high up there in damage.
Jinx had the lowest of all the carries in the game.
Yeah, technically, yeah. Yeah, because Gragas isn't really a carry, but at the same time, that's... Jinx was kind of bullied around because she's...
That's true. She was she was a solo lane for the most part because that Lulu was making plays at other spots, which is the really nice thing about Canadian. Both games, he would wander off somewhere and then get a kill and help get a kill, get an assist.
Yeah, unlike my solo queue games where my
Busty Senpai would show up as well. They'd get a kill.
Yeah, but yes, that is the end of the tournament because that would be a 2-0 for the winners bracket side, so that should be all she wrote. So we're going to sign off right away here. One last shout out to Overclock Gaming. As you can see, follow them on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Check out their website. It's all up there on the screen. OK Gaming, Overclock Gaming, Overclocked Edmonton, yada, yada, yada. Check me out on Twitter, twitter.com/KAWESOMO, KAWESOMO. Follow me on there. I do a lot of shoutcasting for other events, including Wednesday Fight Night for the Edmonton FGC alongside Mr. Casual here, who you can follow at Twitter.
Twitter.com, I guess Twitter, at Justin McGhost. Twitter.com/Justin McGhost, I guess. Yep, and we do the Wednesday night fights at YEG FGC on Twitter.
as the Kings of Strong Style, Saturday, September 30th, noon to 10 p.m. If you like fighting games, we've got a lot of fighting games for that day, so either come on out to the Dirtbag Cafe / High Score Esports Bar, whichever you want to call it. It's just behind McEwen, or check us out on twitch.tv/YEGFGC. That's where you'll also find us on Wednesday nights.
If you come by, $5 gets you all the fighting games you could possibly want for the day.
Yeah. Wednesday nights, it's an $8 thing, and it's here at Overclock Gaming.
Yep.
They host us here, so we're happy to help them out whenever we can. But yeah, check out our tournament then. That's it for me and Mr. Casual here. We're signing off. We'll catch you guys next time. Stay tight.
See you later.
Ugh.